This news update is brought to you by...
Say hello to Chelsea. Chelsea is a champion surfer, so she's accustomed to moving super fast, which is why she relies on super fast broadband brought to her through Flow's 100% fiber to the home network. It keeps her family sharing and surfing and saving each month. Combined, she bundles her Flow mobile, home phone, and TV services, so she can enjoy much more for much less, and so can you. Visit any Flow retail outlet, call 1-800-804-2994, or visit discoverflow.co to find out more. One-of-a-kind connection. This is how we flow.
This is the Barbados Today afternoon news update for Friday, May 6. Thank you for joining us. I am Marie-Claire Williams. Our top story, one man is currently being treated at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital for several gunshot injuries sustained last night. Police say the incident occurred at about 7:05 at 2nd Avenue, Vauxhall. The man is in a stable condition at the QEH, and two others who were also shot were treated and discharged. Police say no arrests have been made so far. The Barbados Labour Party has launched its Covenant of Hope. That's a document of commitment to Barbadians and a guide to party members. Party leader Mia Motley told last night's launch it aims to set the BLP and the country on a new course.
We must set ourselves the commitment that no longer should people wonder where people come from to determine whether they should have a job or who they know. This country must chart a bold new course that gives every Barbadian the opportunity to be successful. And this does not mean a politics of vote. It means instead of a politics of personality, we must have a politics of hope and prosperity. We must build trust. And we must not feel as though we are hampered and held down by things of old, but be prepared to break new ground. And I say to you tonight, we are of that Joshua generation, ready to take you forward. For this covenant of hope, with your will and your participation, can become a government of hope.
Scotiabank is predicting 1.5% economic growth for the island this year. That's compared to the 1.8% forecast by the Central Bank of Barbados and the 0.9% from the Caribbean Development Bank. Scotiabank's recently published Caribbean Regional Outlook newsletter said there were encouraging signs that Barbados's economy is set to improve this year, up from the 0.5% performance recorded last year. Tourism remains the main driver of growth, and the bank says with a number of investment projects in the pipeline for the next 4 years, there should be some spillover benefits for construction, real estate and retail activities. But the bank noted that Bridgetown remains constrained by a number of factors, including ongoing fiscal retrenchment and elevated unemployment. The National Union of Public Workers is warning the government that its members will not become part of the Barbados Revenue Authority unless a number of issues are settled. The NUPW's warning comes amid plans for the transition of the Customs and Excise Department to the BRA. And the union's acting Deputy General Secretary, Wayne Walrant, says the matter must be addressed by next month's deadline. One of the demands is that a number of vacant posts at Customs must be filled before the transition is considered.
We are hoping that we can get the terms and conditions concluded, and also the issue with the pensions. We have written to the Ministry of Finance and also Civil Service to have some amendments made to the Pension Act in order that workers continue to enjoy the same pension benefits they have been enjoying as officers of the public service. So that is another issue that we are still waiting that amendment to be made, or that provision to be put in place so that they enjoy the same pensionable benefits. So we are not at a stage to advise the workers to make a final acceptance of employment, because we want them in accordance with the Employment Rights Act to have clearly spelled terms and conditions of employment.
In sports, two former West Indies cricketers say a high-level coaching program currently underway here will enhance the standard of the game in the Caribbean. Winston Benjamin and Robert Samuels are among 20 regional coaches and former players who are attending the Level 3 program at the West Indies High Performance Center at the Cave Hill campus of the University of the West Indies. The sessions are being staged by the West Indies Cricket Board in collaboration with the England and Wales Cricket Board.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Your first friend, your first love, your first teacher. Show your appreciation for the first lady in your life. Send a photo of you and your mother to We Love You Mom at barbadostoday.bb to be featured in our special Mother's Day photo album and for a chance to win some exciting prizes.
To Mom with love.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter, that's the move for me. Stability, prosperity, we're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
In news from the region, independent senators in Trinidad and Tobago are threatening to withhold their support of the critical SSA bill over concerns over the interception of communication in the Twin Island Republic. The opposition is also threatening to sue the government on the matter, but the Attorney General has been explaining to TV6 News in Port of Spain just how it works.
5 cabinet members appeared at the post-cabinet news conference and they defended the government's position on the Strategic Services Agency or SSA bill. After the news conference, we spoke with the Attorney General about exactly what triggers the process of gathering intelligence on anyone in Trinidad and Tobago.
The triggering of surveillance is done at the behest of the police. Only the police come and knock on the door of the SSA and say to them, under the Interception of Communication Act, we wish you, or they go to the Criminal Investigation Division or the Financial Investigation Bureau, and they go to any one of the 3 entities allowed to intercept. Remember, it's not one.
Under the Act, which was passed during the People's Partnership Administration, only the SSA Director, the Police Commissioner, and the Chief of Defense Staff can apply to a judge for an interception warrant. You could guarantee there are no unauthorized wiretapping or intelligence gathering being done at this time?
If I can't guarantee anything that anyone else does, I can guarantee you what I do. Because no one in Trinidad and Tobago could certainly say that they can give a blanket position that every entity that conducts things is perfect. There are allegations of corruption everywhere in our country and in our institutions. So this thing must be done through a measured fashion, and that is the critical point to remember.
The AG said the interception of communications is unlawful unless it is done under a specific section of the Act.
Further afield, more people are being forced from their homes in the Canadian province of Alberta due to spreading wildfires. Almost 90,000 people have had to escape to safe haven, and more evacuations have been ordered from 3 communities. We get more in this BBC report.
Can't get a hold of anybody now.
Time to run. Michel Chambellan saw the fires coming and got in his truck, his dash camera recording his escape. This newly emerged video was shot a few days ago, but shows just how rapidly the fire spread. An inferno towering over the drivers, forcing them across the road. Behind them, on the left of the screen, terrified animals flee the forest. Ash and embers rain down on them. It's actually mid-afternoon with sunny skies above, all obscured by the thick black smoke. The roads are getting clogged, and ahead at an intersection, ghostly figures try to keep things moving. Just a few minutes further on, and they've driven into safety. The fire is behind them, but still moving. Almost 90,000 people escaped like this, so many that some petrol stations ran out of fuel. Many are now in evacuation centres like this one. Those closest to Fort McMurray are being airlifted to Edmonton and other nearby cities, like this family trying to get their bearings.
And finally, police in Pakistan have arrested 13 members of a tribal council for killing a teenage girl for helping a couple to elope. The girl was drugged, placed unconscious in a van and set ablaze last week in a village outside Islamabad. The tribal council had ordered the honor killing as punishment for damaging the village's reputation by letting the couple escape. And that's the news this afternoon. Remember, there's more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also tune in to Channel 99 on Flow TV or Mix 96.9 FM for more news and sports. I am Mary Claire Williams. Have a good afternoon.